All praises to the Most High, Father Yah. Praise Yah. Praise Yah. Uh, Guarding the mind, guys. Like, as we see things increasing today, we see the news, the media, all the things, all the different technology that they're bringing about, the television, the laptops, the tablets, all these different things, guys. We must understand that the enemy is working very hard. The Most High created us with these senses, right? We have a sense of sight, a sense of hearing, a sense of smelling, tasting, feeling, all these different senses, right? Thinking. Um, and one thing I realize is that Satan wants to attack those senses, okay? He wants to attack us through those senses. That's what I meant to say. Through the belly, through what we see, through what we hear, which ultimately affects our thoughts. Everything in this world started with a thought. We are created after the image of Yah. Um, and Yah had to visualize his creation. Then he spoke it. Okay. And when he spoke it, then he acted and he created it. That's the same thing with men. Men, when they go and do something, men or women, they had to think it before they went to do it. From the house that we live in to the cars we drive to the food that we eat, it all started with a thought. Somebody thought about it, then they went and did it. The reason why you see so much wickedness increasing is because of sin, and people, their mindset is becoming like a beast. Okay, he said they will have a mark of the beast in their right hand and their foreheads. Now, I believe it is going to be a physical image and physical mark, but they're prepping and conditioning the world to already have the beast within their mind. Okay, and the people that have the seal of Yah will have the oil in their lamps. They will have Yah in their mind. So that's really what they're attacking. They're really attacking the mind. And that's why you see so much wickedness going on, because people love wickedness. And since they love wickedness, they open themselves up for their mind to be polluted. All these murders that you see, black men killing black men, which is the Hebrew men, killing Hebrew women, which are black women, at an extremely large rate. You know, this is the amount of hatred that we have for one another, but this is a mindset that our people have, you know, and not just our people, but you see it across the whole world with all the other nations. So we got to be careful with the mind, guys. Now, when we go to Genesis chapter 3, and we're going to start at verse 1. It says, "Now the serpent was more subtle," which means sneaky, "than any beast of the field which Yah Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, Yeah, have Elohim said, You shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden." The first mistake that she made is she shouldn't even commune with Satan. Okay, that's like a woman saying, "Hey, well, I know that it's bad talking to the spirits, but I'm going to go ahead and join the seance with these witches. I think I'll be okay." No, you shouldn't even conversate it with Satan. Okay? Open yourself up to that, right? Verse 3, it says, "But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim hath said, You shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest you die. And the serpent said unto the woman, You shall not surely die." So now he's putting doubt in her mind, right? "For Elohim do know that in the day that you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." Look at this, guys. "And when the woman saw," it said the woman saw, meaning she saw that the tree was good for food. So now Satan have made something that's evil seem good. And that's what he do. This is what he do, guys. This is what he does. He makes evil appear good. He makes it, when you hear it, it sounds good, but it's really not good. It leads to death. And it says, "For food, in that it was pleasant to the eyes." Pleasant to the eyes. And a tree desired to make one wise. She took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her. And he did eat. See that? So the eyes is one of the main things that Satan uses to influence our minds, okay? Let's go to 2 Samuel. 2 Samuel chapter 11. 2 Samuel chapter 11, verse 1. It says, "And it came to pass, after the year was expired, at the time when the kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him, and all Israel. And they destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah. But David tarried still at Jerusalem. And it came to pass in evening tide that David arose from off his bed and walked upon the roof of the king's house. And from the roof he saw a woman washing herself, and the woman was very beautiful to look upon." Now, today, a man don't even have to go on his rooftop to see a woman washing herself. Remember, this is ancient times, okay? They washed up outside, which I believe made them look better and more healthy and more attractive, right? So David saw this woman washing up outside, and he just couldn't resist. He couldn't resist what he saw. It all started from the eyes, okay? And we don't even have to go on a rooftop to do this today. We can literally go outside and we see Bathsheba's walking all up and down the street, right? And Bathsheba, I'm sure, probably didn't even dress the way these women dress, but it just so happened David saw her naked. But women are naked all the time. You go outside with a cat suit on, you're naked. I don't care if you say you're covered, you're naked. You can see everything. You see the little shorts, the skirts that they wear. So it's a daily battle, a daily struggle. Evil is so easy to grasp today. All a man has to do is go on his phone and he can see beautiful women all on social media dressed half naked. Okay, it's very dangerous out here. The Satan is really roaming, walking like a roaring lion, right? Now it says, "And David sent and inquired after the woman, and one said, Is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite?" David, he was so blinded by lust, he didn't even care at that point. "And David sent messages and took her, and she came in unto him, and he lay with her. For she was purified from her uncleanness, and she returned unto her house." A man like David, who was so strong, a man that had a heart of Yah, he could not resist seeing that beautiful woman. Okay, the eyes. We have to really be careful with our eyes. Let's go to, this is the Apocrypha. We're going to go to Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 9. Okay. And we're going to start at verse 3. It says, "Meet not with a harlot, lest you fall into her snares." See that? If you want to meet up with a harlot, just know, brothers, you brothers in the truth, that's single, if you want to meet up with a woman that you know ain't right, just know you're opening yourself up to potential fornication. Because this woman has a different type of spirit, okay? And her mindset is different. Now, if you want to meet up with a harlot to give her the word, y'all better meet up at a library or somewhere. But you better not meet up with her at your house. Now it says, let's go to verse 5. It says, verse 5, it says, "Gaze not on the maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her." So he said, don't stare at a woman. Because when you stare at a woman, you will begin to fall by the things that's precious in her, her beauty. Okay? And many men, you have men who complain night and day about ain't no good women out here and all this stuff, right? But they continue to keep choosing harlots. You know why? Because they can't resist. You have a lot of harlots out here that are very beautiful, and they just can't resist that. But that's why we have to walk in the spirit, because when we walk in the spirit, we looking at it for what it is. Like, now this woman, is something wrong with her. She has issues. This is not a woman I should be talking to. And when you see that woman with her big backside walking down the street, just understand that's a big lump of flesh. That's all it is. Flesh. It will get us nowhere. Okay? But the eyes, when the eyes see those things, and when the flesh is is strong and is fighting, we tend to forget that. You see? But don't stare at a woman, because you will be deceived by her beauty, right? And look what it says. Verse 8, it says, "Turn away your eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as a fire." See that? So many men, oh man, ain't no good women out here, and this and that, right? But they keep choosing the same type of women, because they being deceived by these women, because these women go outside and they show their bodies off. Okay? You just going off what you see. You see? There's many beautiful women out here that walk with y'all that's covered. Very beautiful women. But this woman that's showing off everything at that moment is just enticing to the eyes, and you can't resist. Okay? The eyes, the eyes, the eyes, the eyes. Let's go to Psalms 101. Psalms 101. We're going to go to verse 2. Psalms 101 verse 2 says, "I will behave myself wisely in a perfect way." This is I'm sorry, guys. This is David. "Oh, when wilt thou come unto me? I will walk within my house with a perfect heart." Now, David is explaining attributes and different aspects of having a perfect heart, the things that we should execute, right? One of them, he says, verse 3, "I will set no wicked thing before my eyes." You see that? So we got to really guard our eyes. We got to watch. We got to be careful about what we watch. If you're watching TV and you're watching all these wicked, abominable shows, okay, I don't have Netflix, but I see the shows. You know what I'm saying? I see stuff that some of my close siblings and, family members watch. I see trailers of stuff when I may go on YouTube or something like that every now and then. And how can you call yourself following Yah, but you watching shows like Power and Scandal and all these other abominable shows, all these different Tyler Perry. I was at one of my family members' houses visiting, and we was there for we spent the night for about 3-4 days, and I'm seeing all these different shows that they watch. Power, and they hurrying up to catch these shows. All these Tyler Perry shows that come on BET, and these shows are showing adultery, fornication, homosexuality, murder. Do you really believe that you'd be able to watch that and your mind will be okay? It does not work that way. We have to deny ourselves and put those things away, because those things are corrupting the mind. They are corrupting the mind, the things that we see. The media, the news. When you look at the news and they keep flashing stuff, COVID, food shortage, economic. We know this stuff about to happen. Who the one that's about to do it? Yah has to destroy this place. He has to destroy it. And he can't. The kingdom and in this place can't stand together, and the kingdom gonna stand. So he got to get rid of this place. So Yah's the one that's about to destroy. He's bringing all these things upon these people, and upon any one of us if we turn away or not walking with Yah. I pray that we count it worthy. But we got to guard our eyes, that we can make sure that we have the seal of Yah and not the seal of the beast. All right. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave unto me. Okay. So what we see affects the mind, and it puts darkness into the mind. Okay. Many people are doing a lot of crazy things, right? But the things that I hear about that people are watching today, People are even watching. They have some type of challenge. A woman was telling my wife about this, that the children and different people, you got to be careful, guys. Watch what your children watch. Don't let your child, your young child have a cell phone. If they do, you better give them one of them old flip phones. Do not, you have to be careful. Watch what your kids are looking at. She said that the children are looking at videos of bestiality. But guess who the ones that's putting this stuff on there? The children of Satan. It's a war. And when you see those things with your eyes, those types of abominations, that stuff gets downloaded into the heart, into the mind. This is serious, guys. This is not a game. Verse 22, Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. He says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore your eye be single, your whole body shall be full of light. Your eye got to be single, meaning your eye, your mind. When he say the eye, he's talking about the mind. Your mind has to be fixed on righteousness. The kingdom of righteousness. That's what your mind has to be fixed on. And whatever things you do in your life, whether it's business moves, whether it's things that you're doing with your family, whether it's if it's something that you watch on TV, whether it's how you're trying to get healthy, you're trying to get in shape, whatever it may be, you have to make sure that you're doing it lawfully, that it's within the will of Yah. Certain movies you just can't watch. There's movies I watch, like I just watched The Day After Tomorrow not too long ago. I watched it because I just like seeing the stuff that they show in the movies, because they put a lot of things in the movies. But I pray before we watch certain movies. And I don't watch movies like every day. I don't do that. But I'm not about to go and watch Menace to Society, Dead Presidents. These are movies that I used to love to watch at one point. Baby Boy, that was one of my favorite movies. I would never watch that movie today. You know why? Because I know what it's going to do to my mind. It's going to plague my mind. It's going to shift my mind into a whole nother, my mind is going to be completely different. It's going to put darkness in my mind. The only way we can put light into our minds, fill our lamps with oil, that it continue to burn, we have to put righteousness within our mind. The word. We need to hear the word. We need to read the word. We need to meditate on the word. We need to look at programs that talk about the word. That's how you fill your mind up with light. Verse 23 says, but if your eye be evil, the whole body shall be full of darkness. Many people today, their mind is so dark that it begins to affect the body. People start getting sick, having all these different illnesses because their mind is that dark. And when the mind get that dark from looking at things, watching certain things, it begins to change your mood. You begin to be stressed. You begin to worry a lot. You begin to be angry. You begin to be anxious. You begin to have fear. You begin to have anxiety. And you see many people that's doing these things, and that's why you see them killing their children, killing their wives, killing their family members, their mothers, their fathers. Their mind is full of darkness, killing themselves. This is not a game. The time is coming where I'm using technology right now, guys, but I believe it. I tell my wife all the time. The time is coming where you're going to have to make a choice. Either you're going to have technology or not. Because that's how bad technology is getting. It's like everything, homosexuality is everywhere on TV. But I believe in the coming years that technology is going to be so bad that the true believer is not going to even be able to watch nothing on TV. It's going to be hard to even just make a video like I'm making now. That's how crazy that it's getting. So I pray you guys got something from this. I pray that you pray about these things. Ask for strength. Pray to Yeshua. Yeshua is the one that delivers us. Whatever you're going through, you have to pray for deliverance. Can't do it on your own. You keep trying like our ancestors did, and they kept failing because they didn't do it in the spirit. They were walking in the flesh. Skim through the word and just go about their day. No, you have to meditate. You have to pray. If it's something that you're going through, you got to pray for deliverance from that. You're not going to just overcome it on your own. So all praises to the Most High, guys. And pray you got something from this. Guard your mind. Shalom.